Hey everybody, this is TJR. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. If not, welcome back. And this video is just a quick follow-up, at least I hope it's a quick follow-up, to the video I posted just a few days ago regarding the details of the Beatles' 1964 US albums in mono set. That title doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? Since then, there has been some new information, some of which has reinforced my opinions, some of which has changed my opinions. I still don't plan on buying this set, but now I may not even bother purchasing Meet the Beatles, which I was thinking I probably more than likely would pick up. So here's what I have found out. When this was first announced, I assumed, and it turns out wrongfully assumed, that they would be going back to the original mono analog tapes for the UK releases, like they did with the Beatles in mono vinyl box set. And this is not that, by the way. I never got the Beatles in mono vinyl box set because I wasn't yet back into LPs at that point, and also I couldn't afford it because I was a musician. I did buy this back in 2009, though, when this Beatles in mono CD set was released. And I was kind of hoping they'd re-release that, similar to what the Stones recently did with the Stones in mono set. But I assumed that it would be taken from those master tapes. And the reason I thought this was because with the US box set from 2014, I think it was, that is what they did. Even though they packaged them with the original, with replica US album, mini CD album packaging, and the songs were sequenced that way, both the stereo and mono versions that were provided in that set were sourced from the 2009 stereo and mono remasters, again, taken from the UK original master tapes, not the Capital master tapes, which were at the very least a generation, if not maybe two generations down. And this was with all the stuff that was done to them that a lot of fans don't care for, like the extra reverb. I assumed they wouldn't use that as the source because that's what they did with the US box set. Now, as it turns out, after I made my video, people started saying to me, oh, no, this is coming from the Capital master tapes. The wording in the press release for this set didn't specifically indicate that these were from the Capital master tapes, but then finally a day later after I made my video, there was now pre-order information for the albums individually, and I looked at Meet the Beatles, and it specifically stated from the 1964 master tapes, which was a clear indication to me that, okay, this is not coming from the UK master tapes. These are coming from the US Capital tapes. And also today, Parlogram also gave us more information, which definitely confirmed this. Now, on the good side, this is analog to analog. They are going back to the Capital tapes they have. How many generations down they are, I don't know. I should add that on his channel, Pop Goes the 60s, Matt Williamson also brought up the point that there was a lot of backlash towards the US album's CD box set, I should say, and that this new set was a response to that backlash. Some years back, a friend of mine loaned me his copy of the Beatles Capital compilations that came out. These were taken from the actual audio source of those US albums. And I borrowed them from him, and I listened to them, and I thought they sounded terrible by comparison to, what we got with both the mono and stereo 2009 remasters. And I thought, well, why would they do this? Now, some of you might just say, well, money. Well, I guess that's probably true. But then again, it could just be simply the fact that the Beatles, the surviving Beatles and their estates, and also Apple as a company, Apple Records, have just said, okay, you want the Capital releases, warts and all? Okay, we'll give them to you. We will do our best to make them sound as good as we can make them by going back to those original tapes, and we'll do the best we can with it. But if that's what you want, we'll give it to you. And I know that these mono mixes are very rare, versus the stereo. They're really hard to get on LP. I know there are collectors who probably want these, but if they sound anything like the Capital collection that came out on CD, there was like 2 volumes of it. My answer is no, I still don't want this. And I don't even want Meet the Beatles. Now, of course, once these are released and people talk about them and review them, then maybe I might change my mind and pick up Meet the Beatles. But at this point, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. So first of all, I just want to say I've just assumed incorrectly that these would be taken from the same master tapes that the Beatles and mono vinyl box set were taken from. And I even said that the only good thing I can say about this set is that for people who missed out on that release like I did, at least you can enjoy some of that through this set. But at this point now, obviously you can't, because it's not taken from those tapes. It's taken from these US tapes. Who knows? Maybe the engineering team that's working on this will pull off a miracle, but I did not enjoy listening to those. I listened to some of the albums on Volume 1 and thought they really sounded bad. But there are collectors who want this. I just wanted to put all this out there. I just wanted to say I'm sorry if I misunderstood this. At the time when I looked at the press release, there was nothing that really indicated that these were coming from the Capital tapes. There was some very vague wording used, and so I just assumed it would be the US, not the US, it would be the UK master tapes that they would go back to. Apparently not. That's all. Let me know what you have to say in the comments. As always, if you like these videos, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification icon. Thank you, Patreon supporters, for all that you do. Patreon supporters do get exclusive weekly videos not available on this channel. And as always, I just want to thank you for just hanging out. I really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.